Hello and welcome here today for the Premier League for Matchday 15 coverage here today. And we've got some news to tell you that Southampton have sacked their manager during the week, Ralph Hasenhüttl, and he's been replaced by a new manager in charge, Sam Allardyce. As Southampton are sitting 19th place in the Premier League and they're looking for a new placement. And also the games featuring here today we're going to have is Spurs will take on Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, and that game is going to be a huge one in the London derby. And also we're going to have here two teams at the top of the table. We have is Arsenal travelling to Manchester City to play them in the Etihad Stadium. Let's get now to our first matchup between Chelsea and Spurs. Hello and welcome here today, and we are live here today at Stamford Bridge, and it is Chelsea Football Club playing at home against Tottenham. And we know that Chelsea are currently in second place in the Premier League, doing so well under their manager Thomas Tuchel since he took over the job way back in, well, before June pre-season, and he's really gave Chelsea a lot of confidence in this season on results. They've only lost one game this season against Liverpool away from home, but that could be exempt because it's hard to go to Liverpool Stadium to get a result out of there. But they didn't do that, unfortunately, so got a draw out of Wolves, but that's really it, obviously, for Chelsea, because this season they've been so good. And they're the only team who actually went to the Etihad and actually defeated Man City in the opening game of the season. So there's a lot of business to be played for Chelsea. They've got obviously Mendy in goal. We've got Reece James, the Sequeta, Kurt Zouma, Cucurella, Luis Alberto, Declan Rice, Jorginho, Mason Mount, and also Mertens, and also Tammy Abraham are going to be the team for Chelsea for today. For Spurs' team today, for Tottenham Hotspur, their lineup's going to be a very big one for Tottenham, as they're going to have in goal today Anthony Lopez, the goalkeeper for Spurs, as obviously he's a very good goalkeeper for Tottenham, made some good saves throughout this season. And we've got obviously Royale, Romero, Eric Dyer, Ben Davies and Ryan Sessegnon. We've got Kulusevski, Fekir, Højbjerg and Song, and also up front on his own we've got his Aspas on his own up front. It was very disappointing for Tottenham to get a draw out of Portsmouth in their last game in the Premier League, and they did draw 2-2 at home, but can they get things better today when they play Chelsea? And they want to try and chase up 4th place, because they are currently sitting in the Europa League place in the 5th place in the Premier League, and they're looking to really close the gap on 4th position. But here we go, let's get this contest underway right here, right now, as we have Chelsea taking on here against Spurs in this match. And now here's Jorginho. Now Jorginho now to Luis Alberto. Now Alberto now to Reece James. Now Reece James there on the counter press here for Chelsea. And now here's Jorginho. And now lost the ball down to Song Heung-min. Now Song wins it back here for Tottenham. Now Ryan Sessegnon. And now Song. Now Aspas. Aspas is through here. He peeped past Kurt Zouma. And now Aspas now. What's he looking at trying to do now? Pass the ball there nice to Song Heung-min. Now Song now. Looking for a shot. Good the block there from Chelsea defence. Now Aspas. Now Højbjerg. Now Aspas again. Now Højbjerg again. Shot maybe. Good defend there from Chelsea. And a save there from Mendy. I've got to say that Chelsea are probably the favourites to win this matchup here today against Spurs. Spurs are pretty much the bogey team to Chelsea, because every time when Chelsea play against Spurs at Stamford Bridge, they even beat them every time they play them. So in a way it is massive, and obviously they are currently 2nd position. They're only 2 points behind Man City at the top of the table, and they're doing so well this season under their manager Thomas Tuchel. Let's hope they can really win the league this year, because Chelsea have not done that since 2015-2014 season when Jose Mourinho was in charge as manager for Chelsea. But now he's in the other dugout, in the other end, as a Spurs manager, and that's the last time when Chelsea won the Premier League titles way back in 2015. And now Fekir's through, and a save right there from Mendy right there. Now Cucurella now to Aspas. Now Aspas now the ball here now for Spurs. A good defender now for Kurt Zouma now for Chelsea here. And now it's going to be a throw in here for Spurs. Now here's Royale, throws it there to Kulusevski. Now Kulusevski cuts through here. Kulusevski, and a goal for Kulusevski! And Spurs are in the lead. Tottenham are leading here against Chelsea, the team who are doing so well this season and 2nd position in the Premier League. And Thomas Tuchel's side are trailing here at Stamford Bridge by a 1-0. They haven't lost a game yet at home this season, and they might do today. And it was Kulusevski puts it in, and it's now 1-0 to Tottenham. Not likely to have Spurs leading, but it's still early days of the game though, still anything could happen. Now is Jorginho. And now here's lost there now to Song. Now Fekir. Now Aspas. Now Aspas now to Højbjerg. Now Højbjerg now to Fekir. Now Aspas is through on the counter press here. It could be a chance here for a shot, and a save there into the hands easy there from Mendy. And now is Mertens. Nice press on here from Mertens. Knocks it there to Declan Rice. Now Declan Rice, okay, lost there to Eric Dyer. Eric Dyer to Aspas. Now Aspas to Fekir. Now Fekir press on here. Fekir's through. Fekir's through. Is he going to do it? And Kurt Zouma wins it back now to Reece James. Now Reece James now. And now what's he going to do? Okay, lost it now to Song Heung-min. And now Song now. And now Song. Fekir. Okay, hit the wall there. That's going to be now corner. Corner kick. Now Song now will take the corner here. Pass it there. Nice there to Fekir. Now Kulusevski. Shot. Okay, that's going to be now a corner. Another corner here for Tottenham. Now here's Fekir. Now. Okay, that was not anywhere. But okay, that's going to be a goal kick. Now Mendy will take it. Pass it nice there to Kurt Zouma. And now is Ezequieta. Luis Alberto. Now is Reece James. Now Davis. Now Ryan Sessegnon. Now Fekir. Fekir now to Aspas. And he could be going through here, could be. And that's going to be now a offside. Offside now. The Quetta will pass it there to Reece James. Now Jorginho. And lost control of the ball now. Foreign here for Spurs. And Ryan Sessegnon will take the throw here for Tottenham. And now went to Jorginho's ball here. Now Chelsea are winning it back here. Now Mertens is through. They lost it now. Oh, what a hit back to the goalkeeper. That could have been own goal. That could have been. That could have been disaster for Spurs. But nice control there from Lopez though. And now here's Sessegnon. Now to his. I lost it back now to Højbjerg. Now to Reece James. Now is Luis Alberto. And now here's Tammy Abraham. Now Abraham's through. Abraham. He can go through here, Abraham. Shot. Save there for the goalkeeper. Great save from him. Corner kick here now for Chelsea. Mount. Head away there from Sessegnon. Now Cesar Quetta. Okay, had a shot there, but now went to the Chelsea. Now Spurs have got the ball back now. Here's Fekir. And now back to Chelsea again here. Now Reece James. Now James here to Declan Rice. Now Rice now to Tammy Abraham. Abraham's through. Might look for a goal before half time, but good defending there from Tottenham. Very good. Now the break is the break here at half time here at Stamford Bridge. Because at the moment, it all comes down to at the moment as Spurs are leading this matchup, by the way. As only one goal was scored there by Kulusevski in this match. As the game ends here today, as it's Chelsea 0, Tottenham Hotspur 1. And we are back here for the second half, and here we go. And Tottenham are only the team in the lead in this match. Now is Kulusevski. Now Mason Mount. Now Tammy Abraham. Now to Mertens. And now here's Davies. Davies here to Eric Dyer. Now Dyer. Now to Højbjerg. Now Højbjerg. Knocked it there to Aspas. Aspas. Now to Højbjerg. Oh, save right there from Mendy. And that's going to be a offside apparently. So a free kick here for Chelsea. And now here's Tammy Abraham. And now here's Fekir. And now here's Fekir now to... now here's another chance now here now to Song Heung-min. Now Song. Now press on here for Tottenham maybe for a second goal in the game here. Maybe here. Kulusevski. He might look for a second goal. Maybe Kulusevski. Turn around the defenders. He might go for a goal. And he does. Tottenham are 2-0 in front. And I think it's game over for Chelsea. I don't think they're going to get back from this now. Because Spurs are the unlikeliest team to get a result here today against Chelsea. Because they're good form this season. This is nothing like Chelsea at all to lose here at home. They've been so good this season, and they might lose their first home game of the season here. That's a big drop-off, that will be if that's the case. And now it's Spurs 2, Chelsea 0. Now Mason Mount. Now Mount. Now to Cucurella. Now Tammy Abraham now to Luis Alberto. Okay, that's going to be now a free kick. And there's a bit of words here from the referee here and Eric Dyer. That's a challenge there from Eric Dyer, I've got to say. So that's a free kick's going to be given for Chelsea. Now Mount will take it. The free kick here now. Pings it nice there, but right into the hands of the goalkeeper here, Lopez. Now boots it away here. And now here's Aspas. Now is Zuma. And now Zuma now to Luis Alberto. And now here's Mount. Now Mount now to Cucurella now. Okay, the ball is not... Oh, he's got it back. Oh, that could have been it. That was close for Chelsea right there, but that's going to be a goal kick though. And now Romero will take it. And now here's Tammy Abraham. Now to a chance here for Mount. Could be a goal, it could have been. Saved there for the hands of Lopez again. Now, Luis Alberto wins it back here. Now Mason Mount. Mason Mount's through. Oh, Mason Mount to Luis Alberto. Oh, save again there from Lopez. And Chelsea are looking for a goal here, as they've been very poor so far. They want to get back in this match because they are doing well this season at top in second place in the Premier League, and they haven't had this moment at home this season. They've been so good at home. Their home form is absolutely superb. The only thing they only had was only a draw out of Wolves, 2-2. That was disappointing though. They dropped 2 points at that match. But however, it doesn't really make a difference. Now his Song here is through. Song's through. Song's through. The save there from Mendy. Now Fekir. Aspas. It's 3-0 Spurs. Spurs are now 3-0 in front here at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea are game over for them. This is nothing like Chelsea this season. They've been absolutely magnificent this season under Thomas Tuchel. Last year was a poor year under Ralph Rangnick and Lampard last year. These two was the managers from last season, and they came 7th that last year. But this season they've done quite well. But today they are going back to their own tricks again from last season, and it's now 3-0 Spurs. Now here's Luis Alberto. And now right into throwing here now for Spurs. Now Kulusevski. Now Royale. Now Mount. Now Mount to Jorginho. Now Abraham. Now Tammy Abraham is pressed on here on the Spurs defence here. Abraham's through. Save there for the goalkeeper. Now Mount. Header right back to the hands again there from Lopez. Great game of action, but I've got to say Spurs been the best team in the match. And now counter press here. Now lost it down to Jorginho. Now Jorginho now to Tammy Abraham. Now Mertens. Højbjerg now to Aspas. Okay, now to Cucurella. Now is Kurt Zuma. Now Abraham. And now right into... could be a chance, but okay, went to the hand of the goalkeeper. And now Aspas, now Jorginho. Now is Mason Mount. Now Mount's through. Mount to Luis Alberto, and a goal back for Chelsea. That's one goal, but that's a consolation goal though. But at least they've got a little bit of pride they're showing here at home for their blue supporters here at Stamford Bridge. And yeah, that's one goal back there for Chelsea. But I don't think they're going to get back though in the match. Though. I think they're done now. I think Spurs definitely won the match. But as long as they've got a bit of pride though and got a goal back, and they can really focus on that in the next game they play, in the next match on Matchday 16 next week, they can really use it as practice. But not good though for Chelsea. But they got one goal back from Luis Alberto, and now it's going to be the ball here for Spurs. Now Spurs now got the ball. They're in the centre ball now. Lost the ball now back to Chelsea here. Now Abraham, and now Abraham now to now here again Romero. Aspas is through. Aspas is through. Might go for a fourth maybe here before the end of the game. Here's Song. Save there for the goalkeeper. Now corner kick here for Spurs here before the end of the match. Nice shot there from Song Heung-min, but a great save there from Mendy. It's going to be now out for here for a corner. Now Song, header, save, shot. Oh, that was a close one there from Kulusevski. And now another one again here now from Song here again. Cross it in again, maybe. Here's Højbjerg. Okay, that's going to be now a free kick. As a handball, it was actually a handball was there for Chelsea's defender. So a free kick's going to be given here for the Spurs before the end of the match. There's no way back now for Chelsea. We all know Chelsea probably lost this match, but we have to confirm that by the way whistle blows. But anyway, this could be the last chance here for Spurs maybe. The Spurs don't have to worry about this, putting this ball in the back of the net, because they already won the match anyways. Now there's a chance here, hit the wall here. Song! Oh, that could have been And that's over now. The whistle blows for full time, and Spurs have been absolutely incredible today. Away from home, not likeliest venues to get a result at against Chelsea, because there always been a bogey team against Chelsea through the years. But today, that wasn't to be. As Spurs here today won here away from home. 2 goals from Kulusevski and 1 from Aspas. And I've got to say, a great win, I've got to say, there for Tottenham. And the game ended today as it was Chelsea 1. Spurs 3 at the end of the match, and Spurs go marching in. A huge victory for Tottenham here today. It was 2 goals from Kulusevski and 1 for Aspas, and also for Chelsea there was only 1 goal back there from Luis Alberto, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't for Chelsea here today. They lost their first home game of the season, but next match is going to be at the Etihad Stadium. It's going to be, right now, Man City versus Arsenal. Let's get to the match right now. We are live here at the Etihad Stadium right here, right now. A very big game of the season for both teams. We've got Arsenal, who are currently sitting in 3rd place in the Premier League. And they're taking us a team who have been so good in the last, 13 matches or 14 matches this season in the Premier League, and that is Manchester City. They only lost 1 game this season against Chelsea at the start of the season, and since then, every match they played Man City, they won every single game from that defeat against Chelsea at the Etihad. And they're playing here today against another tough side, Arsenal, a team who beat Liverpool last week by 4 goals to 2 at the Emirates. But could they come here at the Etihad and get 3 points out of Man City? But Man City start with Ederson in goal, Kyle Walker, Diaz, Laporte and Cancelo. Got Jude Bellingham, we've got also Phil Foden, the young teenager for Man City. We've got Corella, Benzema and also Raheem Sterling for Manchester City in this game. And Arsenal, however, they might have done well beating Liverpool last week by 4 goals to 2. But can they turn up here today and overcome Man City? Because their lineup starts here today in goal. Aaron Ramsdale in goal for Arsenal. We're also going to have here Tomiyasu, Saliba, White and Gabriel, Saka, Odegaard, Aqua and Martinelli. And also we've got Wilfried Zaha and also Gabriel Jesus. And that's the lineup there from Mikel Arteta's put in for the Arsenal team today. And obviously Benzema, he's ready, he's winning. And it's the same thing as well for Arsenal as well. Are they ready for this matchup? Because Man City have been so good this season. They're on top of the Premier League. And there's no one can stop them in their tracks. As we have Man City here play Arsenal. Here we go. Let's get underway. It's the Sky Blues versus the Reds. As we have Arsenal here taking on Manchester City. And now it's Kyle Walker now. Passes the ball to Corella. Now Corella now to Jude Bellingham here. Now Bellingham here now to Vasquez. Now to Phil Foden now. Now Foden now, okay, back to Odegaard here. Now Odegaard now to Bukayo Saka. Now here's Man City again here. And now is a chance. Now Jude Bellingham now with the ball here for Man City. Now Benzema. And now here's Arsenal win the ball back here. Now Saliba wins it. And now Aqua now to Saliba. And now that's lost the ball there, control here. Arsenal a little bit nervous. They look a bit vulnerable, they look. Because Man City are a very good team. They can't take them for granted though. But anyway, here's Phil Foden. Now Foden now. Foden here for Man City here. On the press here for the Man City team. Foden here now to Benzema. Sit back now to Arsenal. Ben White. Now Gabriel Jesus against his former club Man City. What a pass there from Jesus against his former team. Now Zaha's 1v1. Zaha! What a save there from Ederson right there. And that could have been 1-0 to Arsenal right there. The Etihad Stadium. That could have been a chance there for Arsenal. And now throwing here for the Gunners here. Now Aqua. And now Jude Bellingham wins it back here for Man City here. Counter-pressing now to Benzema. And now Benzema press on here. And now Man City's through the counter-attack here. Benzema's through. Paid by Ramsdale. Bellingham. And what the hell? The referee's pointed the spot for a penalty. And Gabriel handballed it looks like in the penalty box. And the referee saw it. And VAR says a penalty for Manchester City in the game. At the Etihad Stadium. As Benzema against Aaron Ramsdale. This could be a very interesting one here. Benzema Ramsdale. Penalty here for Man City. Might look for a first goal in the game here. Benzema takes it. Has a shot. What a save there from Aaron Ramsdale. What a save from Ramsdale right there to stop that one for going to the back of the net. What a save from him. And it's a corner kick here now for Manchester City. And it's still goalless between the two teams. A corner kick here for Man City though. And now here's Phil Foden will take it. Cross it into the box here. A punch away there from Aaron Ramsdale right there. And now City now head the ball into the box, and then Arsenal clear it away. And now here's now Man City now win it back here. Now Kyle Walker now. Walker now to Jude Bellingham now. Now Bellingham now lost it now to Martinelli. Now Martinelli there. Pass the ball here, nice to Wilfried Zaha. And now Zaha now on the counter press here for Arsenal here. And now Laporte wins it back here. And now Paul Karska, the young teenager for Man City on the pitch. He's been had a few games so far this season for Man City. Now pass it to Benzema. Now Benzema's through. Benzema safe from Ramsdale. Phil Foden, and the ball squeezed into the net, and it's offside. Yeah, I thought Man City might be in the lead right there. He squeezed it towards the goal where Ramsdale actually hit it his own net, but it's offside though, and it's going to be a free kick for Arsenal. Free kick or goal kick, you want to say, whatever. It's a free kick or goal kick for Arsenal here. Ramsdale will take it, and what's he going to do with it now? Ramsdale for Arsenal boots it away. He does. That's a good choice there from him. Now here's back to Man City again here. Now here's Kyle Walker. Walker now here's to Martinelli. Now that's a tackle right there, and Palaska Fiasca has got a yellow card and took out there one of the Arsenal players. A free kick for the Gunners right there. The young teenager, hot prospect of Man City, of course, this season. And he took out there Martinelli. And it's now going to be a free kick. Now Jesus will take it for Arsenal against his former club. And he really boots into the penalty box here. Now Man City clear it away here. Now here's Raheem Sterling. Now Sterling here to Phil Foden. Now Foden now to Benzema now. Benzema now with the ball. And now who's he going to find? Who's he going to find now? He finds Raheem Sterling there. Nice one from Sterling. Sterling's through. And it went to the hands there of Ramsdale right there. There's no one can stop him in his tracks. And now boots it away there from Ramsdale. Nice header there. Now back to his Jude Bellingham now. Now to Benzema. Now Benzema's through here. And a good defending again from Arsenal again. They've been so good they've been today. They've been absolutely good. And now here's Saliba. Now here's Zaha. Now Zaha now to Gabriel. And okay, went to the hands of Edison right there. Nothing really placed there. But anyway, boots it all the way to now White wins it back here for Arsenal here. And now here's Walker. Now here's Jude Bellingham. Now Jude now. Now to Benzema. Shot! Save right there from Ramsdale right there. Nice save from him. Nice bit away there from him in the match. And now here's back to Man City again. They've been really over Arsenal's defence. Now Benzema's through. 1v1. It could be it. And it is. And Man City finally got the breakthrough. And they're finally in the lead here as Man City are now in front. And Arsenal, the away team behind the goal, the fans behind the goal, they look so disappointed that goal went in. And it's now 1-0 to Manchester City in the matchup. And Ramsdale was beaten though. He did very well, Ramsdale, to save his shot though. He didn't save this one. And now it's Man City 1, Arsenal 0. Just before half time though. 5 minutes before half time. And it's now 1-0 to Manchester City. And now here's now is back to Man City here again. Now Benzema. Benzema now. Okay, there's a chance here now for Phil Foden. Pass it back here. Good clearance. Now header there, nice there now to Saka. Now here's Saliba. Now nice ball from Saliba there. Okay, now back to Man City again here now and now Benzema now the ball back here for Man City here. Counter press here on the Arsenal defence here. And now Phil Foden might look for a second. A save there from Ramsdale. Just before half time, a corner kick here. Now Phil Foden will take it into the box. Head away there from Zaha. And now here's Diaz. Had a shot there. Good defending block off there from Tomiyasu. Back to Phil Foden again. There's a handball maybe. I think there's a complaint of a handball, but the referee says play on. And now here's Cancelo here. Could be a goal. Head away from Gabriel again here. And now Man City win it back again. Now it will clear us away from Martin Odegaard. Now it's half time at the break here at the Etihad Stadium. And it is 1-0 as it stands going into half time. It's been a good game, I've got to say, there for Pep Guardiola's Man City. And there's only Benzema was the only one who scored the only goal in the game for Man City. If the game ends at half time, it's Man City 1, Arsenal 0 at the break. And we are back here now for the second half. And here we go. And there you have it. Now we're back. Arsenal kick off the second half. Now here's Odegaard now. Martin Odegaard. Okay, and I lost it back now to Man City now. Here's Benzema now. Now to Corella. Corella now, the ball here now to Phil Foden. And now Phil Foden now. Foden. Back to the keeper. Pass it back to Ramsdale. Very dodgy there from Ramsdale. Now Sterling wins it back here. Now Phil Foden. A goal for Man City. It's now 2-0. And things are looking bad for worse for Arsenal here. As now Man City scored a second goal in the game. And it's now 2-0 to City in the match. And they're probably going to hit 40 points after this match-up here today, after this victory, if they win here today against Arsenal. Even the draw would hit them up to 40 points in the league, and they can do that. But a nice strike, though, from Man City. And there you go. Now here's Arsenal now the ball here. Now here's Gabriel Jesus. Now Gabriel. Martinelli. Now Martinelli here. Martinelli. Now Diaz. Now Diaz, Walker. Now is Jude Bellingham right now. Now Benzema. Now Sterling's through. Sterling's through. Sterling's through. And it's 3-0 Man City. And it's looking bad to worse for Arsenal here. And Sterling makes it 3. Raheem Sterling makes it 3. It's very disappointing to see that happen. But there you go. It is what it is for Arsenal, though. They've got to just go for pride, though, unfortunately, because now Man City run away with it. 3-0. And now Arsenal win it back now. Zaha start off the kick-off after that goal was scored. Now Zaha maybe got away, and now Man City win it back. Here's Laporte. And now Corella. And now here's now Benzema now, the ball. Martinelli's injured apparently, so reports apparently he's injured apparently. Now Saliba wins it back here for Arsenal. I think he's limping, Martinelli. He's been having 3 knocks throughout this season so far, Gabriel Martinelli, but I hope he's okay. And now, meanwhile, it could be another goal here for Man City there, but no. And now here's Jesus. Now Jesus, wait a second, he might find a space here for Zaha, but I think he'll be offside there. Now Jesus again, and now, okay, now he's back to, now Cucurella. Now Cucurella now, the ball here, nice press on here for Cucurella. Now to, here now is, and now from Corella now, Corella now, Corella now for Phil Foden. Corella could be handball, and a penalty again for Man City. Another penalty again, and another handball was given. There was Ben White this time around give away a handball. It was Corella who hit it at him, and now Pulisic comes off, and we've got John Stones will come on. And the young teenager comes off for Man City, and we've got him, John Stones. Now Benzema with the penalty, another save there from Aaron Ramsdale. He's good at saving penalties for Aaron Ramsdale in this matchup, but he's not good at saving shots. Well, 1v1 though, but penalties he's good at saving. And now Gabriel Martinelli will come off, and Emiliano Buendia is going to be coming on for Arsenal in this match. Now corner kick here for Manchester City in this game. Now pass it short here to Sterling. Now here's Jude Bellingham. Now Jude now. And now to Stones. Now Laporte. Now Diaz. Benzema. Oh, right into the hands there of Ramsdale. Now back now to City again here. Now Phil Foden. Now Benzema. Now Benzema now to Odegaard. Now Odegaard now to Saka. Now Saka now to Zaha. Now Zaha now to Laporte. Laporte now Cancelo. Now Cancelo now. Here's nice ball there from Cancelo now. Arsenal win it ball back again here. Now Odegaard lost control of it now. Phil Foden now. Press on. May go for a fourth. And what a save, that reach of a save there from Ramsdale for our corner. And now Benzema comes off. And we also got a new substitution going to be coming on. And that's going to be Sharon Dorov, the Ukrainian forward. I can't pronounce the country name, but he's from there, he is. And he's going to come on to replace by Benzema. And now is Sterling here. Sterling there on their press here. And now it's going to be a 4th goal maybe. And a good save there from Ramsdale here. Now Martin Odegaard now. Pass it there to Zaha. Now Zaha now. Now Man City win it back. Now Diaz now is Shermarodrov. Now to Sterling. Shot save there again there from well, it's a yellow card being given right there from Saliba. And it was and it's a yellow card. And now we've got Sammy Lokonga's going to be coming on. And we've got here Sterling's going to be coming off. And we've got here Julian Alvarez will come on for Man City. And then obviously Aqua's going to be coming off as well. Saliba's being booked. Now corner came in from Man City. Cross into the box here. Header maybe. Clearance away perhaps when Bindia. And now Sammy Lokonga now on the counter press here. Now lost it back now to Kyle Walker. Now it's a chance here for Shamarodov. A goal from the super sub. And that's his first goal. And the number 1 from Manchester City makes it 4-0. The number 1. And that's the Yugoslavian forward. I can't remember how to pronounce the name of the guy, but he came as a super sub from Karim Benzema, and now he puts it in to make it now 4-0 in the matchup against Arsenal in this match. There's no way back now for the Gunners, unfortunately. Number 1 scored against number 32 in this match to make it 4-0 to City. It's Chu Muradov. He's the one who scored for Man City. I can't pronounce the name though, so I can't. Just bear with me, obviously. It's his first goal though from Elder Shemirodrov, where his name is. His first goal, and it's actually number 1 as well. I wonder why. He'd be very happy about that one, taking that goal as number 1 for the Man City team as a striker, super sub. And now Jude Bellingham now to Corella. Corella now to Jude Bellingham now to maybe look for a 5th goal against Arsenal maybe here. Now Corella's through on the counter press here, lobbing the goalkeeper over. He's trying to chip him over, and he's into the hands there of Ramsdale. Now boots it away there now from him. And now here's Diaz. Now Carl Walker. Now Walker now to Stones. Stones now. Here's Odegaard. Now Zaha. And now Stones wins it back here. Only got 3 minutes remaining of injury time left. 3 minutes left of injury time. Now Saliba. Now Zaha. They might look for a consolation goal here, Arsenal maybe. But it's over though. Too late though. And Man City got themselves to 3 points and 4 goals today. Very disappointing there for Arsenal. Their heads are down. Very disappointingly so. And unfortunately, Gabriel Jesus could not get a victory against his former club. And Pep Guardiola supremes Arsenal here today. And a great goal from that player, the number 1, Edler Shumirodov, wherever his name is. And he scored the goal in the 4th goal of the matchup for Man City. And the game ended at the Etihad Stadium as it's Manchester City 4, Arsenal 0 at the end of the match. A big win there for Manchester City here today, 4-0 against Arsenal. And now let's get now to the game highlights for all the other coverage of the Premier League. Starting first in the London derby with AFC Richmond and West Ham United. AFC Richmond took 21 minutes to get themselves the first goal of the game as it was Rojas beats Fabianski, and it's now 1-0 to AFC Richmond at Nelson Road Stadium. And Sam Asanya for AFC Richmond crossed the ball into the box, but it hit the hand of Craig Dorsal, the elbow it looks like, and the referee points for a penalty for AFC Richmond in the game, and things are looking bad to worse for the Hammers in this match. And Jamie Tart for AFC Richmond puts into that top corner, and now AFC Richmond are now leading again extendedly by 2-0 against West Ham United, and beats past Fabianski, and now it's 2-0. And West Ham got themselves some hope in the matchup, and they got themselves a goal back in the game from Mikel Artanio to beat past the goalkeeper for AFC Richmond. And now it's 1 goal back there for West Ham. They're still trailing though by 2-1. But maybe there's hope for a comeback for the Hammers. And then, however, West Ham United again had another opportunity to make it 2-2 in the matchup. Had a shot, but saved there with the goalkeeper to stop that one. But however, in the second half, however, AFC Richmond won the ball back, and Jamie Tart strikes it and beats past Fabianski, and now it's 3-1 to AFC Richmond, and West Ham was absolutely poor defensively, and then Tart turned, swung the ball, beat past Fabianski, and now it's 3-1. And the game ends here today as Jamie Tart scored 2 great goals for AFC Richmond here today. And of course, a great win it was there for AFC Richmond as it ends here AFC Richmond 3, West Ham United 1 in the London derby. 3 points and 3 goals for Richmond. Wolverhampton Wanderers got themselves a goal in the game as Dana Traore beat past Joe Hart and swung the ball into that bottom corner, and Wolves are now leading here by 1-0 away from home to Celtic. And then Celtic responded back as Ed was 1v1 to Sarr, and he beat past him, and Celtic are now back in level in this match. And Wolves got themselves back in front again in the matchup as Wang Hee Chang had a shot, beat past Joe Hart, and now it's 2-1 to Wolves. And then Celtic got themselves back in level in the matchup as Matty O'Reilly beats past Sarr as the ball rebounded back from a shot from one of the Celtic players, bounced back away, but it went to Matt O'Reilly's feet and then he hit it in to make it 2-2 in the match. And then Wolves, however, got themselves back in front again in the matchup, and now it's 3-2 to Wolves. A great ball there from Dama Traore and passed it nicely there to Morgan Gibbs-White, and now it's 3-2. Celtic only have 4 minutes before injury time, and Real Haiti strikes it first time to beat past Jose Sarr and puts Celtic level to make it 3-3 in the game. I've got to say, beautiful cross it was there from the Celtic midfielder, and Real Haiti strikes it first time in an awkward position for the goalkeeper to save it, and it's now 3-0 in the match. But it wasn't over yet because Celtic got themselves another goal in the matchup in the late stage of the match from a great header there from Jota, and that Celtic were actually thought that their hopes are down after losing 3-2, but 2 quick goals before injury time to put Celtic in the lead for the first time this matchup. And what a game we've had here stored for us here in the Celtic Stadium here, and now it's 4-3 at injury time. I've got to say, Celtic really done well. We all thought Wolves got themselves to 3 points, but they are not doing very well under their manager Bruno Lage because they've lost another back-to-back defeats for them. And we all hope that Wolves could have won today after their performance, but Celtic got themselves scored 2 late goals from 3-2 down to 4-3, all thanks from Real Haiti and Jota. And the game ends here today as Celtic 4, Wolverhampton Wanderers 3. Everton got themselves an early goal in the match as Dominic Calvert-Lewin had his shot, beat past Nick Pope and strikes it home and beat past him, and now Everton are in the lead here by 1-0 in the match. And then the richest club in the world, Newcastle, responded back when Everton were leading, and they got themselves back again in the match as Callum Wilson puts it through Jordan Pickford, and it's now 1-0 in the game. And it's now Celtic 1, Everton 1. And then Newcastle made it 2-1 in the match as Joe Willock passed the ball there to Joe Linton. And then another strike again from Callum Wilson. And now Newcastle are in the lead here by 2-1. And the richest club in the world ain't giving up without a fight. And now they're in the lead for the first time. The Magpies again on their counter-attack and poor defending there from Lewis Dunk to put Callum Wilson through against Jordan Pickford, and now it's 3-1 to Newcastle in the matchup, and there's no way back now though for unfortunately there for Everton because they've seen another goal in the matchup as now it's 3-1. And Bruno Guimaraes scores his first goal for Newcastle this season as a holding midfielder for Newcastle this whole campaign. That's his first goal of the season, and Everton are absolutely humiliating themselves because their home form this season has been so poor and they haven't even won a single game yet this season at home, and it looks like they're going to go that way again as Newcastle leading by 4-1. And then however Newcastle in the second half from Joe Linton hits it, beat past there Jordan Pickford, and now it's 5-1 to Newcastle, and I can't believe Everton have been absolutely poor. And I've got to say, Frankie Lampard and Everton have been absolutely poor at home this season. Their home form has been absolutely zero notch, and it's now 5-1 to Newcastle. Then Everton got themselves back in the game though from a consolation goal, as the goal was deflected off of the leg of Kieran Trippier from a shot there from Demarai Gray, and now it's 5-2. And then however Newcastle there from Dan Burn strikes with his lanky feet and beat past Jordan Pickford, and now it's 6-2 to Newcastle United though in this matchup, as Everton however their home form this season has been absolutely atrocious, and they are fighting for relegation now as they are really competing with Watford and Southampton and Portsmouth down there, and they look like they're going to be struggling throughout the whole season how the way they've played today. And I've got to say, Callum Wilson did actually win the match ball today. A hat-trick he scored today in front of the Everton fans here at Goodison Park here, as the game ends here today, as it was Everton 2, Newcastle United 6. And I've got to say, embarrassing scenes here, as the Evertonians look so angry. They've conceded loads of goals here, and the match ends 6-2 to Newcastle. And however, Patrick Bamford's 1v1 there to the goalkeeper Schmeichel, but he swayed it there to Jack Harrison, and he puts it through to put Leeds for the first time in the lead in the matchup here at Ellen Road. And I've got to say, a great ball there from Bamford, pass it nice there to Harrison, no one there, and he just strikes it home with a clean goal with no one in it, and it's now 1-0 to Leeds. Bad to worse for Leicester, however, because Patrick Bamford gave the ball there to Rodrigo and hits it in, and now Leeds now 2-0 up in front in this matchup right here, right now, and there's no way back now for Leicester, I don't think. And Leeds won themselves a penalty as Timothy Cassidy failed there Patrick Bamford in the penalty box, and the referee gave him a yellow card for that. And that's a warning right there for him. One more, he'd be sent off. Substitution for Leicester City. And it was actually Rafinha who took the penalty here for Leeds United. And he hit it into that middle of the goal and strikes him, beat past him. And now it's 3-0 to Leeds United in the match here at Ellen Road. And there's no way back now for Leicester now, as now it's 3-0 to Leeds. And Jack Harrison now on the counter press here on Leicester City's defence, and then he lobbed the goalkeeper over Schmeichel, and it's now 4-0 to Leeds in this matchup. And all the Leeds crowd are cheering and celebrating, going wild here, because that goal was beautifully set and done as Jack Harrison lobbed the keeper over, and now it's Leeds 4, Leicester City 0. A free kick for Leicester, hit the wall. Went back to Pleat again, volley a second time attempt, and it's now 1 goal back for Leicester in the game. A free kick hit the wall, the ball went back to him again, hit it first time, and now it's 1 goal back for Leicester. It is now 4-1 Leeds. Huge 3 points for Leeds United here today. They got themselves the 4-goal cushion, and they won here today in this big match here at Ellen Road. And they're really pushing themselves in those European places this season in the Premier League. And Jack Harrison and Bamford and Rafinha and the whole Leeds team were absolutely magnificent today. And the game ends here today as it's Leeds United 4, Leicester City 1. The chance for Liverpool to get themselves in front, save there from McGregor. Corner from Liverpool here, from that save there from McGregor. Went to Darwin Núñez and a save again there from McGregor to stop that one from going to the back of the net. And then Rangers try to get themselves a goal at Anfield, almost from Morelos, one of the best players so far this season for Rangers. And that could have been a goal there from Alfredo Morelos, but a save there from Alisson. Roberto Firmino beat past a few of the Rangers defenders. He was 1v1 to McGregor, hitting that ball corner of the goal, and now it's 1-0 to Liverpool in the game. I've got to say, great ball right there from him, all the way beating past all the Rangers defenders and beat past McGregor, and now it's 1-0 Liverpool. And then Rangers got themselves back in the game before half time. They got themselves a goal as Glenn Kamara has made it 1-1 in the matchup. And he beat past Liverpool defenders, and now it's 1-1. Liverpool really try to get themselves back in front again as Thiago had a shot and then saved there from Alan McGregor to keep that one out for a corner kick for Liverpool. And then Darwin Núñez skipped past a few of the Rangers defenders, had a shot, beat past McGregor, what a strike! And that's a very good goal to get themselves back in the lead again after when Rangers really gave them a real hard time in this matchup. And finally, they got themselves a goal because of it. They've been pressed on Rangers throughout the whole game and finally done that. And it was a great win there for Jurgen Klopp's side today, as Liverpool won here today by 2-1, all thanks to a goal from Darwin Núñez and Roberto Firmino. And Rangers were the second best, unfortunately. He didn't really give them a heck of a go though in the matchup though, but Liverpool got themselves finally a breakthrough in the end of the game, and it now ends here at Anfield. Liverpool 2, Rangers 1. The visiting team, Brentford, however, from a great goal there from the defender, Alge, made it 1-0 Brentford at Old Trafford. And that's not unlikely for Man United to consider a goal like that against Brentford. They had a very poor season, obviously, we all know. But having Brentford leading 1-0 against Manchester United, that's embarrassing, the team who won the league last year. And then things got bad to worse for Manchester United, however, as Jensen made it 2-0 and lobbed the goalkeeper. And now it's 2-0 to Brentford at Old Trafford. And the team who are newly promoted to this division from last season, Brentford, through the playoffs, have actually leading 2 goals against a team who won the league last year, Manchester United. And things are looking bad for worse under their new manager, Joachim Löw, the manager for Manchester United. And then, however, Jadon Sancho finally got himself back in the game. And that's a great strike beat past David Raya. And that's 1 goal back for United, though. Not looking good, though, for them, though. But at least they got a bit of pride, though. And hopefully they can come back in this match very strongly. But now it's 2-1 Brentford. United were very sleepy again at the back, and it was a great goal from Jensen for his second goal he put in past Navas. And now it's 3-1 to Brentford, the visiting team. Poor defender at the back for United again, and you can't miss this player, Kasper Dolberg, on the score sheet, because he's been so good this season for Brentford. And finally he puts the 1 in as well to the Red Devils as well at Old Trafford. And then Man United, however, got themselves a goal back in the game as Luke Shaw passed the ball there to Marcus Rashford, beat past defenders of Brentford, and Rashford's shot beat past their goalkeeper Rojas to make it 4-2 in the match. But it wasn't to be, unfortunately, for Manchester United, unfortunately. So another embarrassing defeat for them this season, and little Brentford came over to Old Trafford and got a result out of Manchester United. And things are looking bad to worse for Man U at home this season, as the game ends here today as it's Manchester United 2, Brentford 4. The bottom of the table, Portsmouth, play against a team who are 18th in the table, Watford, and Portsmouth scored a goal from Manuel Dennis to make it 1-0 to Pompey in the matchup, and Watford were absolutely shaky at the back, and now it's 1-0 to Pompey. And then Portsmouth made it 2-0, and it was Ivan Toney who walked the ball into the net, and now Pompey are now leading by 2-0. And Watford are going from bad to worse for them this season. They might have only beaten Southampton under Nigel Pearson in charge, but unfortunately it looks like it's going to be another defeat for Watford again here today. And then, however, Watford, from Turan, passed the ball nicely there to Igalo. Had a shot though, but saved from Dean Henderson to stop that one for going to the back of the net. Just before half-time, Ivan Toney looking for a 3rd goal of the match for Portsmouth, but it's gone wide for a goal kick. And then, however, Ivan Toney finally put that ball beat past Balsman to make it 3-0 to Portsmouth. And the team who are bottom of the Premier League might look for their first home win of the season at Fratton Park. And a great goal there from Ivan Toney, and it's now 3-0 to Pompey. Then Ize for Portsmouth trying to look for a 4th goal against Watford. Has had a shot, but it's gone wide for a goal kick. Then, however, Watford, from a chance from Tufan, the Turkish midfielder, had a shot. Could have gone in though, but great hands there from Dean Henderson to keep that one out. First league win of the season for Portsmouth. 3 goals for Portsmouth. A clean sheet for Portsmouth for the first time this season. And 3 points for Portsmouth here today under Daniel Cowley. And it was a great goal from Manuel Dennis and 2 from Ivan Toney. And that's Portsmouth's first home win of the season at Fratton Park. As the game ends here today as Portsmouth 3, Watford 0. A very good start for the Saints as Sam Allardyce takes over the job after the departure of Ralph Hasenhüttl. A very good start, and Southampton lead by 1 goal to 0 in first 5 minutes of the game under their new manager Allardyce, and Danny Ings puts it in to make it the Saints 1, Aston Villa 0. Southampton try and get a second goal in the matchup as Shea Adams passed it there to Danny Ings. The goal scorer ready but saved. And Southampton extend their lead to make it 2-0 as Danny Ings puts 2 goals in front against Aston Villa, and now it's 2-0 to Southampton in the game, and Sam Allardyce has had a very good start as the new manager for Southampton, as now it's 2-0 for the Saints. Then however they're trying to look for a third goal from Shea Adams, but saved there from Martinez. And then Aston Villa got himself a late goal back as John McGinn puts 1 goal back there for Aston Villa to make it 2-1. And maybe we might get another goal at the end of the match to make it 2-2. But I don't think that's going to probably happen. You just never know though. But that's 1 goal back there for Aston Villa there for Dean Smith's Villa. A good managerial bounce for Southampton under their new manager Sam Allardyce, as he's put Southampton to get their first victory in charge as manager at the club on his debut here today after the sacking of Ralph Hasenhüttl during the week. And it was 2 great goals from Danny Ings as Southampton win today, as it was the Saints 2, Aston Villa 1. The official results for Matchday 16 of the Premier League. AFC Richmond 3, West Ham United 1. Celtic 4, Wolverhampton Wanderers 3. Chelsea 1, Tottenham Hotspur 3. Everton 2, Newcastle United 6, Leeds United 4, Leicester City 1, Liverpool 2, Rangers 1, Manchester City 4, Arsenal 0, Manchester United 2, Brentford 4, Portsmouth 3, Watford 0, Southampton 2, Aston Villa 1. At the top of the table we have his Manchester City with 42 points at the top. In second we have his Chelsea with 37 points. In third we have his Liverpool with 35 points. In fourth we have his Arsenal with 34 points. In fifth we have his Tottenham Hotspur with 31 points. In sixth we have his Newcastle with 24 points. In seventh we have his Leeds with 23 points. In eighth we have his AFC Richmond with 22 points. In ninth we have his Brentford with 21 points. And in 10th position to end off the top half of the table is Manchester United with 19 points. In 11th position we have his Aston Villa with 18 points. In 12th place we have his Rangers with 17 points. In 13th we have his Leicester City with 17 points. In 14th we have his Celtic with 17 points. In 15th we have his West Ham United with 15 points. In 16th we have his Wolverhampton Wanderers with 14 points. In 17th we have his Everton with 14 points. In the relegation zone we have his Watford with 11 points. In 19th place we have his Southampton with 10 points. And in 20th we have his Portsmouth with 10 points. The official games for next week for Matchday 16 we are featuring will be Manchester City versus Liverpool, Tottenham versus Everton. The game highlights will be Arsenal versus Southampton, Aston Villa versus AFC Richmond, West Ham United versus Portsmouth, Newcastle United versus Celtic, Wolves versus Manchester United, Brentford versus Leeds, Leicester City versus Rangers, and Watford versus Chelsea. And that's what we have time for here today in the Premier League here for Matchday 15 content. We'll be back for next week for Matchday 16. For myself here today, Gary and Lineker, goodbye.